That's what makes a good story for me. It can be incredibly painful, but as long as I get a good story out of it, I don't mind. I'll go through Oh, I almost threw up.
Ew.
I'll go through basically anything if it gets me a good story. I'm like a really good reporter in that.
Nope, nope. You want to go the way you were just facing.
But I don't like this way.
It's the only way you can really go, unless you want to go backwards through the frickin' boss room.
There's only one way to go, and it's that.
There's only one way to go from here, and it's fucking down.
That is our impression of Goat Floyd.
Yeah.
It's basically just Vashon, but we don't try as hard.
It's sentence mixed. We try to emulate that.
Ice beam, ice beam, ice beam, ice beam.
Oh, right, yeah. You're going to Furnace.
Right.
Well, no. You're going through the area that we said we're going to be coming back to. It's to the left forward. Not there, yeah. No, down.
Is it not there?
No. Nope. And it's not on Talon. There's only one more door. I'll let you figure it out. It's forward on the lower level.
Is it here? Is it that one?
Yes.
That's the one I was looking at, and you just didn't say anything, and I was like,
You looked up to the... I didn't want to, like, just be... I wanted you to remember. I wasn't sure if you did.
I totally... Did I get the item down there?
You did get both items in this room.
Okay, let's do the Avery trick again.
I want to, I actually want to try and show them the stupid without space jump thing.
Let me just get across to prove to myself that I can lag. That time it wasn't. Ow. Excuse me. That's the boss, by the way.
Yeah. It becomes a regular enemy. You can jump from the branch, but you're going to want to try and... Yep.
Pretend I made it. He made it up.
This is the way you're normally supposed to do it.
Any half pipe you can do this on. Not always reliably.
Alright. So I want to show the dumbest thing in the world. So if you don't have space jump, sometimes when you're doing a randomizer, you need to get an item up there, and sometimes
space jump is up there.
And you don't have boost ball. So how do you get up? This is going to be annoying. I'm going to use space jump just for the sake of making this faster. You land on this, which, yes, you can land on from here. In fact, wow.
Pretend he stayed there.
You don't just get, like, pushed off or something. It's annoying. So you have to, after doing that, you have to, like, okay, I actually did it, but I pushed too hard. So you single jump up to here. How do you get over there? Oh, boy. You get to scan dash off of one of these two things, which I'm going to try at least once.
Didn't even scan.
I don't know why I did. Oh.
You looked away.
So no, it's because I pressed that.
That would do it, yeah.
You get to scan dash off of that, and you can land on that. Oh, that was weird. Not only did I get lag, but like a hole in the wall appeared, where the men could see it all.
They are really mad over there.
Well, of course they are. They're stuck in the same room, and they fucking hate each other. We can let at least one of them out.
Which one, do you think? I guess Flip would be the nicest.
Flip's the one who wouldn't... Oh, my God.
Flip is actually the least nice. It's just Ferb is loud.
Yeah, Ferb meows constantly.
Flip's probably the one who's trying to get out.
She's the only one who ever does. How am I screwing this up so much? This isn't even a hard jump. Okay.
I'm coming. Here.
Now, in case you don't know, this is just a very quick explanation I'll give. Actually, no, I'll give a different explanation thing first, because it's prevalent and it's what's going to show up. So, ghetto jumping. You've seen me do this several times. A very interesting fact about ghetto jumping is underwater, ghetto jumping is so much more amplified, it is unbelievable. Hey.
I've returned with the cat.
Hey.
She's so angry. Oh, she smells really bad.
Just let her go around. Anyways.
She sucks.
Ghetto jumping underwater is so, like, over-exaggerated. This is one jump underwater with a ghetto jump. In fact, without space jump, you can get up here. Normally you need gravity suit and space jump, but you could just ghetto jump. And funny thing, gravity suit makes ghetto jumping underwater way worse.
Because it just turns it into regular ghetto jumping.
Yeah.
The gravity suit just basically gets rid of water.
Well, water physics. It lets you see underwater easier, and you don't move nearly as slow. Which is why I'm glad I have the boost ball, because it makes getting out of this area a lot faster.
Do we have enough missiles to take care of this?
Let me see. Yes. I do not need lag frames right now, game.
This room basically exists to test, once again, if you have missiles. And not just missiles.
A lot of them. And also, this is probably one of the most important items in the game for making the bosses easier. There are two main bosses that I'm gonna end up using this next item on. That's gonna make my life a lot fucking easier.
This item is basically Dr. Hit Scan.
It's better than that. This is Symmetra, the item.
Old,
Literally.
Old Symmetra.
Oh yeah. I forgot they changed that around. Yeah, I'm gonna be able to do this no problem.
Did you know that, Mercy's weapon does more damage than Zarya's?
Yeah, actually. Mercy's weapon does a fuckload of damage.
Yeah, right, Cooper. Isn't that right?
It's like a Diva's weapon, actually. The secondary one.
I got my dog Cooper here. He's watching.
He's looking for places to pee.
Oh, he's a good dog.
He just likes to pee inside the house all the time and never tell us when he needs to go outside. And sometimes when we bring him out, he just doesn't go. And then we bring him back in and he immediately goes in the house.
But he's okay.
Yeah, he's not bad. Just, that's really the one thing I could think of that makes him, like, not perfect. Other than the fact that if Avery ever goes to work and someone isn't out here with him all the time, he will start crying. There is no he might, he just will.
Unless he's asleep.
Yeah, if he's asleep, I can go, and I fall asleep, and I sleep like a... Okay, no, I need to try and do this. I sleep like a rock, but this is...
One time, I came in the house after taking Cooper outside. Yeah, taking Cooper outside. The hole in one!
Okay, anyway. Yes, I'll pet you. Hello. Go ahead.
One time I came in the house after taking Cooper outside while Brandon was asleep. And our good buddy Brandon left his shoes on the stairs.
Yeah, I guess we do have to talk about this one.
Not at the bottom of the stairs. Literally, he took his shoes off on the stairs. And so me, carrying this dog, I can't see where I'm walking. I step on the shoe, slip down the stairs, and actually break an ankle. Like, straight up break an ankle. And I collapse, and I am screaming for help, laying on the floor. I crawl to Brandon's room, and I hammer on the door, and I scream for him, and he just sleeps. I can hear him snoring. And I'm screaming for help, because I broke my ankle, and he's just sleeping away.
I am the heaviest sleeper on the fucking planet, which is the actual opposite of my mom. If you make so much as like if you knock on a table anywhere near her room, when I was staying at my mom's, I wasn't allowed to talk at night because apparently I'm so I would be talking like this. I'd just be talking like this, and my mom would fucking stomp on the fucking stairs. The stairs. She would stomp on her floor and say to shut the fuck up because she can't sleep and I'm too loud.
Yeah, I actually just went home one day because of that. I basically did not stay at Brandon's house overnight when his mom was home.
Yeah, because...
I was so afraid of waking her up.
And it wasn't even you. It was me, because... One thing some people might not realize is they will hear their child's voice. If you were like in a crowd of like several thousand kids or whatever, and your kid said "Mom," you will hear them over every single fucking kid in the whole goddamn world.
It also doesn't help that you talk extremely loud because you're half deaf.
Yeah. My sister one day, when I was really young, thought it'd be really funny to scream into my ear, and that was loud enough to actually make my hearing damaged permanently in that one ear. Not to the point where I'm deaf. I can still hear through it. It's just one side is actually quieter than the other. And funnily enough, I've gotten so used to it that I don't notice. Also, my ears are generally just not perfect.
But he does talk very loud as a result.
Yes. Now, I'm doing this because on the other side of this room there is a power bomb, which we're going to get early because I'm getting all the items anyways, I might as well grab it
There's
now.
a power bomb on the other side of this room that you need a power bomb to get to.
Unless you're doing this. Also, you can get across this room without the thing you use, grapple beam, which you saw at the very beginning area of the game. The area I said I got stalked when I first played this game. You can use that to get across this room. Or if you perform a, perfect scan dash across that lava, you can get to the other side of this room without it. You can get in randomized, you can get the grapple beam before you get the Varia suit, but you can't use it in this room because you can't actually use the grapple beam if you're taking damage.
Yeah, if you take damage while you're using the grapple beam, you fall.
Yeah, and because you're taking damage in this room
Constantly from the heat.
and it's every single frame that the game is registering that, it basically does not allow you to grapple because the moment you grapple, you're already taking damage. This item in here, I do not understand why, but you cannot get it with the flicker ball.
Demonstrate.
Well, because there's a lot of extra collision in this area. Okay, good. Because I know, not in this room, and also that's another reason why I didn't want to do it. The camera gets bugged when you do that, but I've gone through this area enough to remember where I am.
For those of you who are waiting with bated breath, my ankle is fine.
Oh, and apparently, not even apparently, the medical experts were actually so incompetent that when Goatface went there to get an x-ray of his ankle, they x-rayed his toes. So they said, oh no, you don't have a broken anything. Meanwhile, they scanned the wrong area entirely.
They didn't scan my toes. They scanned, the bruised part of my foot.
Which is not where the broken part was.
So I didn't get a cast. I just had crutches.
But we kept them and paid a fee 5 months later?
Yep.
Actually, you paid the fee. That
You're so good for
That injury cost me more money than, most things, because I felt so bad that I basically just I think I gave you, $150 or something to make up for it.
You paid for the cab ride home, because Mom abandoned us at the hospital.
And then, I was buying you food and stuff.
Yeah, to make up for it. You spent, $150 on me,
Yeah.
which I appreciate. And you
But
haven't
I
left your shoes on the stairs
don't
since?
forgive you. And then you got, oh god, recently, go ahead and explain to them. The worst
do I
thing.
want to tell that story?
The sunburn? I don't know, do you?
I mean, I guess while we're on the subject of grievous injuries I've taken in recently, I went to a parade the other day. Last Saturday. No, I guess it was 2 Saturdays ago now. Time really flies.
Yep.
Anyway, 2 Saturdays ago, late July, I went to a parade. And,
Hi.
for a lot of that parade, I just didn't wear a shirt. Because it was a hot day, and I wanted to go swimming and stuff. It was a wonderful time. I really enjoyed swimming. For the first time in almost a decade that I actually went swimming. It was great. Anyway, I was out in the sun for about 6 straight hours, and I felt fine.
And there was no sunscreen or anything.
I got home, I felt fine. The next morning, I woke up, could not move my arms past the elbows at all. My biceps were locked to my sides. I could not move them. I was like a Lego man. So, that was bad enough. I was already in incredible pain, and I couldn't move my arms. But it gets better.
About 2 days later...
No, let me tell the story,
Oh,
gosh
sorry.
darn it. The next day, this is Monday now. Saturday, I got the burn. Sunday, I couldn't move my arms. Monday, I broke out into huge blisters on my shoulders. They were really big blisters, too. So,
I'm gonna try and,
hence the word huge, I guess.
I'm gonna try and do the thing. You're able to get up here with one jump. And when the acid's here, if you only have 99 health, you have just enough time to do this jump perfectly, get the item in here, and then go back. Anyways, go ahead and tell your story.
Flip, leave him alone. That's why we didn't want Flip out here, because she's always attacking Cooper. At any rate, I broke out in horrible blisters. And on Monday, it was okay. But apparently the symptoms liked waiting 24 hours between each one.
It takes
So-
about... Sorry.
Tuesday rolls around. I get the day off from work on Monday. I work Mondays and Tuesdays normally. I work the night shift at a hotel. But on Monday, I got the day off. Boss didn't ask why, just gave it to me. Super nice guy. Anyway, Tuesday rolls around. I think, sunburn's probably going to be better by Tuesday. I'll be able to go into work, so I don't ask for both days off. Tuesday rolls around. Blisters are still there. Even worse, I dropped my cell phone onto one, and it really hurt. But Tuesday morning rolls around, and suddenly I get this itch. This prickly, itchy feeling on my back. And it is, by and large, the most painful thing I had ever felt in my life. At first, I was okay. Well, I gotta make sure you got the missiles, right?
Yep. Oh, and then the best part... Oh,
You gotta make sure you got the missiles, just to be sure.
oh, one more time. Okay, here's missiles. Go ahead.
The itch starts up. It's not the itch from swimming. It's the sunburn has given me this itch.
Oh, by the way, for those of you who don't know the itch from swimming, because you probably have cleaner legs than us, when you go swimming,
Everybody
there's
knows the itch. Come on.
Well, when you go swimming, there's bacteria in the water, and it makes you feel itchy like a couple hours later, unless you shower immediately.
Specifically after it rains.
And it's all over your entire fucking body.
Anyway,
It sucks.
Tuesday rolls around, I get this itch. The single most agonizing thing I have ever felt in my entire life. I would rather re-break both ankles than go through that itch again. I was fine at first, and then after about an hour, it got so bad that I ended up leaning up against the wall trying to scratch my back because I still couldn't move my arms. So I'm just dragging myself against this wall, and I start to cry. So Brandon comes over with a towel, and he starts rubbing my back to get rid of the itch. And every time he stops for even a second, the itch flares up again. So I'm just constantly he has to stand there for 20 minutes just rubbing my back with the towel because it's the only thing that stops the itching, and I can't even think. The itching is so painful. So I'm just standing there, he's rubbing my back with the towel, and he's like, I gotta call, the hospital or something. We gotta get you to the ER. Something is seriously wrong.
Well, that happened after, when I was itching him, I'm the whole time I was thinking, this is not gonna help, because he's just gonna start itching again, and it's never gonna heal if I keep doing this. So I, said, I knew one of the reasons it was doing that is because it was just starting to heal. It takes about 2 days. And the other reason is because he was slightly, his skin was dry. That's another reason you itch. So I said, try going in the bath with just, lukewarm water to help moisturize your skin. And then I want to look up as much as I can on this. And one of the things it says in there is, take a hot shower, the pain will make the itching not a problem. That's fucking stupid. It's you could take a warm bath, but don't stay in too long, because eventually your body will start replacing water from its skin, and I assume that's oh, well, there's so much water here, I'd better not add any to me, otherwise it's gonna, overhydrate. So I tell him, don't stay in too long, try not to exceed, 30 minutes or something. Which Avery finds very stupid, and I do too. The body has its finicky stuff. And after he gets out, the itching starts happening again. I'm like, okay, we need to, do something, bring you to, the ER or something.
So he talks to his mom and to his mom's boyfriend about maybe getting me a ride there and other, treatment options they have. His mom suggests aloe vera, which, duh. But anyway, his mom's boyfriend just does not respond.
He was asleep.
So he calls my mom, and she agrees to come get me and take me to the ER or whatever. But the moment she gets here, she sees me like shaking and crying because the itch is so bad. I was begging Brandon to kill me at one point. That's how much the itch hurt. So like she comes in, she sees me like this, and she just tells me I'm being hysterical and refuses to take me. And then she leaves because I got mad. Because I was hysterical. She takes off, and then so at around... I have to wait there for an hour for the pharmacy to open up so we can go there. And after going to the pharmacy, we wait another like 30 minutes, even though there was no one else in line. I go into the pharmacy. There's not even a doctor present. They Skype call a doctor to talk to me. And, like, he's on the screen for about 30 seconds. He's like, okay, give him these 3 things. And the other guy's like, alright, sure. So they give me, some Reactin, some cream, and some steroids. And, when I get home, I take the steroid, because you're supposed to take it at breakfast, and you're supposed to take the Reactin at night, and you're supposed to put the cream on.
Because the steroid is supposed to keep you awake, and the Reactin makes you drowsy.
That really did. That super conked me out.
Yeah.
But I took the steroids, immediately felt better. The itch just went away, and I was alright.
Well, it's because that actually helps... Oh, wait, I need to go in here because this game is... works like that. Anyways, the steroids, from what I know, nulls the actual nerve endings that is causing the itch. The cream is to help
prevent infection.
It moisturizes...
No, it was just to prevent infection. It was just an extra layer of skin.
What was it?
The Reactin.
The Reactin brings down inflammation, which helps the skin to heal faster.
But it was amazing. The moment I took the first pill, I was fine. Maybe it took like 10 minutes. Up until that point, I had to hold a damp towel against my arms because if I removed it for even a second, the itch came right back. I had to walk to the doctor's office, shirtless, cradling a towel around my arms, shaking violently.
It's all over now, he's fine.
Oh, yeah.
But
It's still a little red, and if I
But
poke
that-
the skin, it takes a while for the color to come back. And it hurts if I really dig into it, but I'm okay. I can move my arms, the blisters are gone, the skin's not peeling, I'm okay. What the
you saved me. Thank you, Mr. Toad. I'm sorry I had to kill you. But anyways, the red is probably just that it's still healing.
Yeah, it's fresh skin.
Mm-hmm. Also, water and stuff is really good to help with that sort of thing. But anyways, back to that.
That was absolutely the single most painful thing I have ever experienced in all 24 years of my life. I've broken an ankle. I've been stung by bees. I'd rather both of those things happen at the same time. than
And the
get itchy
broken
like that
ankle.
again. Yeah, both of those things. The broken ankle and the bees.